Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just going to get straight in and do my brows. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Supermodel. And I'm first just going to use this to brush out my brows, and then I'm just going to roughly fill them in as you can see me doing here. I don't do anything super crazy, I literally just fill them in, brush them through, and then fill in any gaps again. I'm now just going to go in with a bit of concealer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer, but you can use any one. And I'm just going to take this Morphe flat brush and I'm just going to carve out my brows just to make them a little bit more clean, and then I'm just going to pat that in with my finger. Just going to do my other brow off camera, and now I'm just going in with the Marc Jacobs eye primer. I believe this is the coconut eye primer. I'm just going to pat that on all over my eyes just to prime my lids, and I'm now just going to go in with a Marc Jacobs palette. This one is an old one, but it's actually still available. It's called the Scanderlust palette, and I'm just going to take this shade on a flat brush just to set down that primer, so it's basically just exactly the same colour as my skin. And now I'm just going to take this red shade that's at the end of the palette, and again I'm just going to take that same flat brush. I believe this is a Morphe brush as well, and I'm just basically going to pat that shade onto my eye quite intensely. It is a matte shade, so I did use quite a few coats to build it up to this colour, and then I'm just going to take a this is a MAC 217. And as you can see, I'm basically just blending that harsh line that we've got. I am going to go in with a transition shade in a second anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect at this stage. And then as you can see, I'm taking the shade right in the middle, which is this nice warm brown, and I'm just using that to make it more seamless and so that you get that nice blend into a brown. And now I'm just taking a clean brush. This one is also Morphe, and I'm just blending that brown shade a little bit as well. At this point, I just went in with a little bit more of that red shade on that flat brush again, just to intensify it back up, because when we was blending, obviously the intensity went a little bit away, so I just added a little bit more and reblended it again, and this is what it should look like when you're done. And then I just did the other eye off camera, and now I'm just going to quickly go in with a little bit of concealer on this flat concealer brush, and I'm actually going to create a halo cut crease. So this did take me a little bit of time because I'm not really used to doing halo cut crease, but actually I really like the way it looked when it was done. And then I'm just blending out that corner bit of concealer with my finger just so that you don't get that harsh concealer line. And yeah, this is what it should look like just with the concealer. Now I'm just going in with a MAC 242 flat brush, and I'm just putting that glittery shade which is next to that warm brown that we use, and I'm just basically patting that on top of the concealer. I didn't set the concealer with anything, I'm just going straight on top with this so that it's nice and sticky and the shade sticks to it really nicely. And then I'm just blending over on the edges just a little bit more of that red shade to blend it in as well. Now moving on to my face, I'm just going to use a little bit of my micellar water just to get rid of any fallout that we got, which wasn't really a lot, but I'm just using this to clean my face before I'm applying my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream just to prep my skin. And now I'm going in with my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation, and I'm just bouncing that all over the skin with my beauty blender. I like to spend a good amount of time blending this foundation into my skin just so that it looks really seamless and it really does look like skin. And now I'm going in with concealer, and I'm using the Magic Away concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a new one and I really like it. It's very full coverage, and this one is in the shade 2, and again I'm just blending that with my beauty blender. And now I'm just powdering that with my Charlotte Tilbury brush and a little bit of Laura Mercier loose powder. And now I'm just going to go in and do my under eyes. So I'm just using this blank canvas E10 brush with that brown shade just to sort of pop that quite low on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to take this pencil brush and really tightly pack more of that red shade just really close to the lash line and just blend everything together. And now just in the inner corner I'm just going to use that really glittery shade in there just to pop in the inner corner. Now I'm just adding a little bit of mascara. This is the Super Volume by Clarins, and I'm just going to off camera pop these iconic lashes in Cocoa on. Right, now I'm just going in and adding a little bit of bronzer slash contour. This is the Body Shop bronzer. This is the Honey bronzer, and I'm just going to use that to give my face a little bit more colour. And then I'm just deepening that up with the Hoola bronzer by Benefit just to make it a little bit darker because that bronzer is quite a pale one. Now I'm just going in with blush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury limited edition shade in Pillow Talk. I really like this blush. So I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheeks, and now I'm just going to apply a little bit of highlighter. This again is the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold highlighter, and I'm just using that centre sort of more pinkish shade. I'm just going to pop that on my high points of my face, so my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin. So now I'm just going to go in with my NYX Control Freak brow gel just to brush through my brows and set them in place. I'm actually going to give them more of a kind of bushy look, and then I'm just going to go in with this Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. Just going to slightly overline my lips but not too much with this. This is like my perfect nude lip liner. I absolutely love this one, and I'm just going to go on top with a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury liquid lipstick in the shade Charlotte Darling. This is again a really nice nude. Right, so that basically completes the look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.